My name is Charlie McGrath. I'm the founder of WideAwakeNews.com, the host on the Rinse Radio Network. Recently, very recently, Iceland decided it was time to throw some bankers in jail, and they did just that. Sentences ranging from 2 to 5 years for some of the key players, some of the key CEOs of banks that failed because of their fraudulent activity in 2008. We can't forget what brought us to where we're at, and we certainly can't forget the Icelandic model, which is putting scumbag criminal bankers behind bars. Because in the United States, where these corporations are housed and held and these big time CEOs run roughshod over Washington, D.C., and therefore roughshod over this nation, no one has went to jail. No one has went to jail. How is the special prosecutor in the tiny nation of Iceland have 200 people lined up that are facing potential indictment and facing criminal charges for their actions in the 2008 collapse? Yet in the United States of America, where Too Big to Fail originated, these six Too Big to Fail grew by 37% since 2008. Not only did no one go to jail, they're becoming larger and more powerful. $14.4 trillion worth of assets in the banking industry. And these six corporations now control 67% of it. And the first time in the history of our country, we have under 7,000 regional banks who did it right in 2008, who didn't succumb to the subprime nightmare that we all know now took place in 2008 and continues to this day. You know, Iceland did it right. We cannot forget this model. Going forward, you can be rest assured of this. Not only my opinion, Gerald Celente, Jim Rogers, Mark Favor, Harry Dent, they all believe the same thing. We are heading for another 2008 style collapse, but this time it's going to be far, far worse than anything we saw back in 2008, 2009. And understand that only makes sense. We've doubled our sovereign debt. We've put 30% more people on the unemployment rolls. We've doubled the number of people that are on food stamps. And the only thing we've seen any growth in this economy is the markets that we've all been taught to worship up 140%. But you ask yourself this question: what sense does it make on a day that a jobs report comes out that actually shows an increase in jobs, the markets fall? Why? Because they're terrified that the $80 billion a month from the Federal Reserve that happens to be owned by same six institutions that are 37% larger, that Federal Reserve might stop buying $80 billion a month in debt, so the markets tank. Only till the rumors let out that quantitative easing isn't going to come to an end, and then we rally again. We've went through the looking glass. This is Orwellian from start to finish, and we need to understand when it comes crashing down again. When the financial 9/11 of 2008 is repeated in the near future, we need to look at the Icelandic model and not kowtown to these too big to fail bankers. We need to put them where they belong, which is behind prison bars. We need to take over our own financial system for we, the people, as the Constitution mandates. And we need to set the course for a free republic rather than this fascist controlled, financial special interest controlled democracy that we're living in right now. Stories are attached. That's all I got.